So, in summary, what we're doing with X49 is we are continuing on with our vision of expanding the product line with stem cell products. And we're going to go through a phase now, it'll be about 3 to 5 years, where we're going to continue to release other products that induce stem cell activity in the body and help to support overall regeneration. So X49 is our next step in that direction. And as we're doing this, we're going to be offering new benefits that we haven't had access to before. So now we have an effective way to combat age-related sarcopenia, muscle loss. And now there's no reason why people that are in their 60s, 70s, or 80s have to deal with a weakening condition. They can recapture the strength and stamina that they had when they were younger, and we've proven that's the case.
Awesome.
This is now, I know I'm 58, so I've spent a lot of time, talking about people that are a little bit older, but this is going to open up some opportunities because we have people in their 20s and teens that are using X49 and getting great results. And so in athletics, as you all know, it's about that 1% difference in performance that means the difference between a gold medal and not placing at all. So we think this is going to open up opportunities in our business and our marketing that maybe we couldn't reach before. So we think this will expand our business opportunities. And of course, this puts us on the continued path towards introducing products that reverse the human aging process. So in our marketing, we want to keep X39 as the premier product, and X49 will be the daughter product. And people will add X39 should be their first experience with LifeWave, and as you add X49, then people can get these additional benefits of strength and stamina. Okay? Okay, so we haven't talked about where you put X49.
Okay, awesome. Then he just goes through the placements. We can watch that too, but cool. You can hear me, right? You guys are on mute.
So where do you put the X49?
Yeah, that's one thing he didn't go through. And how do you use how do you use the X39 and the X49 together? Do you alternate 12 hours, 12 hours is what I'm assuming?
That's what he was just going to talk about when you stop the video.
Yeah, the X39 goes on your back and then the X49 goes below your belly.
Yeah.
Is that what he talks about in the video? I thought it was just a regular.
That's what he started to talk about when you stopped it.
Okay, you want to watch it, or do you know what he says? Yeah, I thought that part of the video was just to explain what he did with the X39, the main point, the back of the neck, and under the belly button. Okay, maybe I'll queue it up for tomorrow just to go through that placement. But the question was, that was the question in my mind after he spoke about it, was how do you use X39 and 49 together? Do you put them on at the same time? Different positions?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Or do you wear them?
What session was that?
That was the very first one on the very first day. Yeah. The first 3 hours.
You know what? I don't understand. I thought stem cells were the basic, the foundation of your cellular activity. So all these different stem cells, these got different types, which kind of confuses me a little bit. Because a stem cell is, I thought, was the beginning foundation of all cellular growth.
Well, maybe you're thinking DNA. Stem cells makes up our whole body. Maybe you're thinking DNA.
Yeah, and he goes through that. David Schmidt goes through that explanation of really it's about the difference in peptides and the different, how they react to the cells differently. Yeah, and maybe, I think we watched a little bit of that the first day there, but we can watch that again, because that's the science behind it, which is kind of interesting also. But yeah, I think he tries to be very, to simplify things, and he does a good job at that.
Layman terms for us guys.
Yeah, exactly. And for me, I just want to use it and check the results. You know, I love this idea about building muscle and increasing stamina, which is what the X49 does. You know, compared to the X39. Strength and stamina, and because you're building muscle, lean muscle, you're also reducing fat, because you've got more fat burning there with the muscles, is the way I see it. So I think there's still a question. I guess those will come up, because it's not going to launch till January, this officially, the product. So people will have time to test it out and figure it out. But yeah, how does this patch placement work? Are we doing both at the same time, 12 hours apart, different spots? Yeah.
I wonder what that means, the launch in January. You can buy it. I bought them last night.
Okay, cool. But we can't get them in, my accounts are in Canada and Mexico, and the product doesn't show up. And I think, Rod, you ordered some for Mark?
Yeah, I did the order yesterday.
Right.
Well, what does that mean, launch in January, when you can buy them today?
What's a pre-launch for US and Europe? And before they release it to the rest of the, you know, the different countries, I think they wanted the people in the United States and Europe to try it. That way there's going to be more testimonials on it. Once they release it completely, then they'll have so much backing on it from the people in Europe and the United States that people are going to want it, you know, in the other countries once they get released.
They are released.
Plus there'll be more distributors out there actually talking about it and getting it out there right now. It's new to everybody.
Plus there's a limitation on how many you can order right now.
Okay, there is.
Yeah, it's 5.
5, yeah.
And I'm sure it's a lot of work getting it, the distribution network set up around the world to over 100 countries, and getting product in each country, because everything is shipped directly. It doesn't go across the border or customs. So they have to get it authorized into that country, and then they have to set up, you know, stock and distribution within that country too. So I bet you that's a bit of work getting all that.
Yeah, it's a logistical thing.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, pre-launch and the main launch in January.
Well, about pre-launch, that was kind of an interesting video that Mark did last night. We're going to do something for 42 days, but he'll still be around every week.
Yep.
I wonder what he was. It's kind of a nondescript. The whole 30 minutes was. I'll be gone for 42 days.
Okay. I didn't watch the whole thing, Tato. I only watched.
We'll do our Tuesdays, and that it's like the other time when we first started the spreadsheet, and doing 1, 3, whatever, how many contacts a day. Hopefully this time it'll just be something more serious for him, because he was not doing all the other stuff.
Yep. And I like the idea of a blitz. Anytime you put a timeline, set a timeline to things. So I'm going to, I didn't watch this whole video. I'm going to go back and watch it. But what I got from it is he's going to do a blitz for 42 days, but he's going to be kind of working. So the benefit for us is we'll start to see some new people come on board, because if he's focused on that, that's awesome. And then I'm going to start this plan too, of writing it down and seeing what the goals are for the next 42. And why 42 days? What was the reason for 42? But
The end of the year, I think.
okay.
No, it was because of the launch of the new product for the rest of the country.
Okay. there was actually a date for that in January. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Because I could see how people are really fired up from the last convention. It's amazing. So if you could just go from one convention or one meeting to another, yeah, stay fired up. That was really great. I thought it was awesome.
Did anybody register for the Nova one in January?
I did. I got it.
Register for what?
The
Yeah,
Nova
for the-
conference in January, it's another online conference. I think it's kind of like their, you know, maybe mid-quarter, mid-season pump up or something.
I've seen that.
And is this the 42 days from now? Or slightly?
I don't know if it's exactly 42 days. It might be.
It's in January, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only $29 online right now. I don't know if the price is gonna go up later.
Okay.
That's for
Yeah.
LifeWave?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
They
I
talked
heard,
about it at the conference.
I heard him talking about it. Yeah.
And I tried to, like, I screenshot that, when they put it up at the conference, I screenshot it. So I have the QR code to register. But when I tried to go onto like events in our back office, I didn't see it there. So I'm not sure, like Rod, I'm not sure if you went through that link from the conference or if you found a link in the back office, but just to let you guys know, I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I don't see that there.
I couldn't, and that's only because it's in January and I don't think they have that updated yet. Probably in the next few weeks it'll be posted, but I use the QR code to register. I
Okay.
Yeah,
did what
me too.
you did.
Yeah, maybe we can dig that up. It'll be on the recording at the end of the conference. So yeah, I checked it out too when they posted that, and it worked. Yeah. Cool. But yeah, it'd be worth it to register for that. Yeah, these things were amazing. Even the last conference, the virtual one, was good. Yeah, it was great. And to be there in person would be really amazing. So we got to make a plan for that next time. Yeah, it's cool. So one big thing I got from this launch of the X49, it's really going to open up a new market for us with younger people, you know, teenagers and people in their 20s, because if people are looking for athletic performance enhancement, this is going to be a great product. So I've always been wondering before, since we started this, that we're really looking at an older customer base, you know, people that are looking for reversing your age and anti-aging. And so now, if we can promote, you know, this strength enhancement and the stamina, and for people that are just wanting to get fit at a young age, or even that they're competing in some competition, for sure. So that's awesome. That's a whole new market. So
But we'll just have to see what Tom Speed has to say about this.
right, yeah, I've been waiting for him actually.
Yeah.
I told him to watch the recording, especially the last one, because there was a lot of important things on there. So yeah, I'm very, so he has lots to talk about now. So he needs to
Yeah.
get up to speed with what's going on.
Hey, he'll start using X49 and come out looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Man. Well, already, Mark, it's inspired Mark. That's what really kicked him in to this, wanting to do a launch and selling all his NFTs. And he goes from one thing to, so, and I was fired up. Potato, you said you were inspired by, you know, what David Schmidt had to say, and the future vision of the company. I think it's amazing, you know, and all the research and technology that's gone into this. You know, it's not just a marketing thing. And the results.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's what struck me the most, was the future vision. If we're on track to be, you know, locked in with this long term, there's going to be some amazing developments that come out in the next 5 years from the company. So that's awesome. Yeah. So maybe, so in 5-10 years from now, we'll be 5 or 10 years younger. We'll be it's like going back into a time line. We just made up all that time.
And his projections for the future were pretty amazing.
Yeah. 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 He
That-
said there's no reason why people can't live to 1,000 years old. Imagine that. That's in his mind. That's a possibility. At least he said 125 years old. But if you had you had the thoughts that you could live potentially over 100 or to 1,000, your whole mindset would change, right? It's like, because I like how they were talking about like all these people get older with all this amazing knowledge and skills and all that, and then they slow down and they don't do anything. And if we could keep going and sharing that knowledge and skill with people, the world would be in a different place. Great.
Yeah, when you stop and think about it, when older people, aged people, it's a whole different category. For instance, you go to the market and the young kids come, they want to be sure and open the door for you and help you with your groceries and so forth. That's a whole new spectrum of life that you don't really think about. Or if you're going to live forever, I mean,
Yeah.
that's weird.
Yeah. And not just live forever, but be healthy and strong. And, if you look in nature, another big thing that caught me on the, when David Schmidt was talking, was the idea that lobsters don't get old. They just get stronger and better as time goes on.
Lobsters don't get old, they just get crusty.
or they just get eaten, but they don't get weaker. They get stronger, and that's the way it should be, actually. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to be part of this whole vision and technology. Yeah. So that's cool. And what is everyone else on for the 42? I guess we'll discuss it tonight. Today's Tuesday, right? Yeah. On tonight's call about the blitz.
Yeah, I'm sure Mark is going to be using social media and possibly telephone. I mean, he's just going to be contacting one person after another.
Yeah.
And being the salesperson that he is.
Speaking of social media, it looks like there's some big changes in the future for all the social media platforms. It's kind of interesting to try and figure out, like they say that there's a good possibility that Facebook will be shut down. And that's weird.
I can only hope.
Well, things are constantly evolving and changing. You just gotta.
Well, what's going on in the world is so weird that now they're talking about the satellite system, the internet system worldwide for everybody that will be free. That's set up with all these new satellites and everything. It's really it's perplexing to even try and think about the future.
Right. Yeah. One other big future thing that David Schmidt was talking about was having products that create this sort of a Faraday shield on your skin to stop Bluetooth.
Bye, I love you.
What's that, Dee? Are you talking to us?
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I didn't know who you were talking to.
Yeah, for years I've been thinking about buying a lot of sheets of copper so I could make myself a dwelling I could go into that would be isolated from all that stuff.
There's another company that has I don't want to say microchip, but it's a small patch that you can place on your phone that's supposed to reflect all that, the infrared, whatever. I got involved with it. It was over a year ago, and I looked at it. I didn't get involved. I looked at it. I said, bunch of crap. But yeah, you do need to have some type of blocking, because if you have this up to your ear all the time using it, you're getting some type of radiation off of it.
Yeah. Well, when I was in R&D in the aerospace industry, we had a screen room that you could go into. It was a pretty good sized room because it's I mean, it was a big room. It was totally isolated, screened. So you had no outside waves coming in. That was because I was helping to build the guidance and control system for the lunar excursion module. That was our project. So we had to use the screen room a lot. Kind of interesting. And I've always thought, if you think about all the signals, all the stuff in the air, which they kind of mentioned to that in that convention, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Things we don't know about, we don't know or see or hear, but it's there. How's your cell phone working, your telephone, everything else?
Yep.
That's why they were talking about, was the coronavirus from an actual rat or bat, or it was a G5?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
beginning?
G5 is a lot of rumors. We don't really know. But
Yeah.
if you think about the way the pyramids are built and the isolation, and they're related to certain angles and so forth, there's a lot of mysteries out there that are far beyond our conception today.
Yeah, sure. It's crazy. And so even this concept of creating something that's going to shield your skin against these frequencies, that's awesome. Yep. Hey, Margaret, welcome. Cool.
But I've always wanted to build a little kind of a pyramid thing I could go sit in and meditate that would be free from all this radiated light signals and so forth and so on. Kind of a pure connection to the soul, because you're avoiding all the other signals we don't know about.
Right. Which
And-
are
and
probably
what's-
a lot.
And if you think about it, if you take a number, like for instance, the satellites in outer space, the signal from a satellite in outer space, the actual strength of that signal is 1/millionth, 10 to the minus 24. I mean, that's really small. And what's fascinating to me is the strength of the signal from your brain when you think about things is several million times stronger than that signal from outer space. I mean, think about that. It's absolutely, it's a new world, that thought process.
Yep.
No, that's fine. Hang on one second. Guys, I gotta go. I've got another meeting right now.
Okay.
So I will see
awesome,
you all
Brady.
tonight.
Good seeing you. Yeah, we'll see you tonight on the late night hours, and
Have a good one. See you later.
have a good day.
What-
man.
What time is that?
Until midnight.
Hi,
Yeah, what
Brady.
time does it start? I'm always confused.
Starts at 4 my time.
Yeah, so 4, 5, 6,
They're open
7
till
p.m.
3:30.
Eastern, right?
Right.
Did you guys make your clocks forward or backwards?
Back.
Backwards. Okay, so I think that's 12 o'clock in Hawaii.
Oh, okay. So, I don't know.
It's still always going to be whatever 7 p.m. Eastern. is.
7 p.m. Eastern, that's the easiest way to look at it.
Yeah.
So it starts at 7, it's usually for about an hour and
Mhm.
recorded.
3, 4, 5 hours.
Yeah, but then the meeting stops and
after
restarts,
party.
and then it goes squirrely for 5 hours, which is always the fun part, I find.
7 Eastern Pacific
Yes,
time.
7
that's
p.m. Eastern, and yeah, it's the same link that Mark uses every time. So if you
Yeah.
don't have that, it's in the LoveBoat back office, and you can put it in the chat too. But yeah, so Mark, you, and I'm sure he's going to be talking about the blitz.
It sounded like he was going to play that recording from last night in our meeting, because he said this is about an hour long. That's about how long our meeting is. And
Okay, yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. So yeah, we may be just watching that recording, but anyway, we'll be chatting about it for sure. And I'm also kind of interested to see what happened in the NFT world. The
yeah,
big-
he said everything should be sold by today.
because that was coming. So we'll see, but what the thoughts are. But anyway, so yeah, that meeting every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. And then we can talk about the blitz tomorrow, because I'm going to start writing down some goals and creating some action plan for the next 42 days or whatever it is. till the
I
end of the week.
went on Facebook to look up the winner, of the contest, Prime Minister with the 560 points. And I thought that was pretty impressive because they're basically doing like 2 points at a time, right? And to get to 560. And I noticed that on his social media posts, he would include his member number with how do you order the product? And then he would include his member number.
ID number, like the ID number?
Yeah. He would say like, go to LifeWave, select X39. And he also put, make sure you select the preferred customer option.
Okay.
So that you can get it as a monthly order. You can cancel anytime. And then he put his member number. And so I thought, well, that's interesting. It's very subtle. I mean, it's like, it's you can tell it's a cut and paste because it always says X39, even if he's promoting one of our different products, but he's consistent with that. And so I thought that I would start adding that to my social posts just to see if it does help to, stream things along. And I thought I'd share that with you guys today.
How do you spell his name?
It's
PRYME.
Yeah.
And then minister, like regular.
Yeah, I saw that at the end. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think he's a musician, isn't he?
He's a rap artist. And he also does a lot of meetings on, Corona and what's going on with the, the whole, all the conspiracy stuff that's actually true. That's turned out. He does a lot of that. And so he has a big following audience from his music and from doing different.
Who are you talking about?
Prime Minister.
He won that big award at the
The
end.
award for the most amount of, what was it, D?
Customers or customer volume.
Yeah, it was a points contest that they had, Potato. I'm not sure if you were in the family yet, but the company was running a points contest and you could do different things through sharing and sales to earn points. And they were basically doing about 2 points at a time for the different things. And so he ended up winning with 560 points. And so I was interested to know what his social media marketing looked like. And I noticed that with the photos, he was very clear on how to order, and he included his member number on every post. So I think that made it easier for people to be able to order from him if they saw a product that they liked.
Wow.
How do you find him on Facebook?
Yeah.
I was a bloodhound.
What's that?
What's that?
I just kept searching up his name.
Yeah.
What is his name?
Oh,
I put it in the
Prime
chat.
Minister.
Do you know how to spell it? It's like Prime Minister.
I just looked up Prime Minister, and there's our Prime Minister of Canada, but then there's a band, but that's like 2020.
Yeah, but it's spelled differently, Margaret. If you spell his first name differently, and if you put rap in there you go. If you put rap in there, you'll definitely find him. He's
Okay.
Well,
Sorry, like I came in late and I've not been following you guys for a while.
Yeah, this is a new thing. So what does 560 translate to? 560 points? Is it customers that it brought in or what they purchased, or?
It's a little bit of everything, right? Tamara, you remember it was like you could get points for your customers. You could get points for when you add a new customer, add a new team member, if they rank up.
A lot of different things.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's always number one on the website. It's always on the homepage who's ranked the most, and he's always number one. So for him to win that award, that's cool too, over everybody in the whole company. So I think it's also important just to look at people that are successful. Like there was a lot from the convention. I'm going to go back and search what they're doing exactly, what their websites look like, what their social media looks like, because then these people, have already proven themselves. They've already done something that works. It's worth it to learn from all of them, especially.
Is there a website for the LoveBoat?
Yes. Oh, no website. No, just in just the course that Mark put in. There's a link to the course, I don't know if you got access to that, but that Mark put all the training and everything LoveBoat in the back office of
Okay.
of his course, the one with the Octo
I
content.
love that, yeah.
And the LoveBoat. But the
That's
main thing is our group,
wonderful.
the messenger group, the LoveBoat group on Messenger. That's where all the chat and stuff,
Yeah.
stuff takes place. Okay, we got a couple minutes left. That was cool. I think the important thing is, yeah, going out there and searching what others are doing and kind of coming up with a game plan personally for everybody. Everybody's going to be different. And then from tonight to see what, you know, what Mark's game plan is, and then to go at it from there. I like the kind of like the idea of 3 people per day. I'm kind of mixed with that. So
Well,
whether,
when Mark talked about his 42-day blitz thing, he said it's at the end of 42 days, he will have talked to 1,000 people, and that put him at
Okay.
24 people a day to contact.
how many? 24?
24 a day at 15 minutes each.
Okay. all right.
No, but that's actually, that's not 24. That's 24 people that he's actually talking to. To get
Right.
those 24 that you're talking to, you'll probably
Okay.
have to contact, depending on what your connection with people is. You might have to talk, you might have to message 100 to 200 people a day.
Okay, cool. Okay, let's leave it at that. We just have a few seconds left.
Thank you.
Let's continue that to after tonight and tomorrow,
Have a
and
great day.
each come up with our game plan, because that's the most important thing is the action. So awesome, guys. Great seeing you. Great
Bye.
conversation. Have a productive day. That was awesome.
My horses are calling me.
Okay, can't
Bye.
let them go. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. And we'll see you tonight.